Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Joe Tyrrell.
And my name is Cameron Smith, and welcome to the 2021 GP Blog End of Season Awards.
What a season we've enjoyed. Highs, lows and all sorts of drama. There have been some incredible races this year and some not so good ones.
But we'll be celebrating all 22 races from a groundbreaking season.
So without further ado, let's get into the awards. Underrated Driver of the Season. There have been some unbelievable performances this year, and Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen have taken the sport to new levels with their displays. However, this award is to celebrate the driver that went under the radar, whose performances maybe deserve a bit more recognition. Your nominees for the Underrated Driver of the Season are
Pierre Gasly. The Frenchman recorded a podium in Baku and consistently outperformed Yuki Tsunoda at AlphaTauri. Charles Leclerc. After a tough 2020, the Monegasque found form in 21, helping the team to finish third in the Constructors. And Carlos Sainz. Sainz scored multiple podiums, including one in Abu Dhabi, on his way to beating teammate Leclerc in the Drivers' Championship. And the underrated driver of the season is Carlos Sainz. It was his first year at Ferrari, yet he still managed to beat Leclerc, who many view as one of the very best drivers on the grid, and he's fully deserving of this award. Individual Performance of the Season. On to our second award, and it's recognising those special performances that stand out in a season, the ones that are a cut above from the rest. And don't forget to let us know who you'd choose for each of these in the comments section down below. The first nominee for Individual Performance of the Season is
Lewis Hamilton at Brazil. Disqualified from qualifying, he started the sprint race in P20, but come the checkered flag on Sunday, and he was the race winner once again. Next up is George Russell at Spa, Mr. Saturday. George Russell's incredible qualifying at the Belgian Grand Prix makes the list, as he put his Williams in P2 on the grid, taking home 9 points after the race was cancelled. And finally, Fernando Alonso at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Alonso's defending from Hamilton was simply outstanding, and it essentially won Esteban Ocon on the race. And the winner of this award is Lewis Hamilton in Brazil. Hamilton may have missed out on the driver's crown, but is the first winner of the GP Blog Performance of the Season award, a stunning drive when faced with all sorts of adversity. Race of the Season. Our next award isn't actually awarded to a driver, but rather a race. It's our Race of the Season award. In a year where we've had some brilliant races, this was a really hard one to pick 3 nominees for, let alone pick a sole winner. However, the 3 nominees are
the Bahrain Grand Prix, an incredible way to open the season. Hamilton defending off a hungry and fast Verstappen, and in typical Hamilton fashion, he held him off. A thrilling race which set the tone for the season. The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Hamilton and Verstappen were at it again. We had a huge collision between 2 contenders for a Mercedes seat, and Lando Norris was on the podium. It was a race that had something for everyone. The Italian Grand Prix. Monza has thrown up some classics in recent years, and 2021 was no different. The 2 title protagonists taking each other out, a first win since Monaco 2018 for Daniel Ricciardo, and a McLaren 1-2, the only 1-2 of the season. And the winner of the Race of the Season is the Bahrain Grand Prix. The season opener completely summed up the 2021 season. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are in a complete league of their own, pushing each other to the limit, and that's why it's our Race of the Season. Heartbreak of the Season. The Formula 1 season isn't all sun and rainbows. There are some low points as well. This is a chance to reflect on some of the heartbreaks of the season. The nominees for Heartbreak of the Season are
Lando Norris at the Russian Grand Prix. On course for his first ever F1 victory, when the rain started pouring, Norris stayed out, and that decision cost him victory in the cruelest of manners. The soaking wet fans at the Belgian Grand Prix. The fans were treated appallingly at Spa, stood out in the rain for hours before the race was eventually called off after a couple of laps behind the safety car. It wasn't ideal. And our third nominee is Lewis Hamilton at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Well, what do you say about this one? We're still feeling the effects of the drama now, but it was the biggest of heartbreaks for Hamilton. And the winner, or loser, of the heartbreak of the season is Lando Norris at the Russian Grand Prix. It was pure heartbreak for Lando. He ignored the suggestion to pit, and ultimately it cost him a maiden F1 victory. Hamilton in Abu Dhabi is a close second, but we think his 7 world championships softened the blow, but only a bit. Our next award is for the moment of the season. In a season full of incredible races, daring overtakes and dramatic crashes, it's been hard to pick one moment in particular. However, that's what we've done, and these are your nominees.
Esteban Ocon's surprise victory in Hungary. A stunning performance. He took advantage of the circumstances around him and a little help from his friend Alonso to seal a remarkable first F1 win. McLaren's 1-2 at Monza. An incredible achievement from McLaren, and it's put into perspective by the fact it was the only 1-2 of the season. Not even Red Bull or Mercedes could manage it. And our third nominee is the last lap of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. A stunning finish to a stunning season. It might have been controversial, but we all got the last lap shootout we craved. And the award for the GP blog moment of the season goes to Esteban Ocon's win at the Hungaroring. Abu Dhabi ran it close, but the sheer delight from Ocon after that race showed how much it meant to someone who was without a drive 2 years ago, and the race was a fascinating one too. Our penultimate award is the inaugural Michael Massey of the year, and the nominees are
Michael Massey, and the third nominee is Michael Massey. And the winner of the first ever Michael Massey of the year is Michael Massey. Let's be honest, the Australian has probably got the hardest job in motorsport, managing 20 different drivers, 10 different teams, all with conflicting interests, all in the heat of the moment. It's pretty hard. However, in Abu Dhabi, he had a bit of a stinker. Ultimately, it's great for the Netflix cameras, but it is an awful look for F1. It wasn't the first time in 2021 either. The 2021 GP Blog Driver of the Season Award. And now it's time for our final prize, the 2021 GP Blog Driver of the Season. Across the grid, several drivers have had incredible years. Some have had small wins, and others meteoric victories. But only one can be crowned the prestigious GP Blog Driver of the Season. And so, your nominees are
Max Verstappen, Drivers' Champion, a true outstanding achievement to wrestle the title from Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton. But is it enough to be our Driver of the Season? Lewis Hamilton, it wasn't meant to be in the Drivers' Championship, but he brought up 100 victories in the sport, the first man to do so, and was one lap from a record 8th title. Lando Norris, a breakout year for Norris. He led from the front for McLaren, beating his experienced teammate Ricciardo, and was so close to a first ever win in Russia. However, there can only be one, and your 2021 GP Blog Driver of the Season is Max Verstappen. The Dutchman was electric in 2021. More victories than anyone else, more podiums and more laps led than the rest of the grid combined. It was an incredible season for Max Verstappen and was deserving of the Drivers' Championship. But more importantly, he is GP Blog's 2021 Driver of the Season.
Well, that concludes our 2021 end of season awards ceremony. Well, almost. We want to know your Driver of the Season. Click the link in the description to vote for your GP Blog Community Driver of the Season. Congratulations to all our award winners. You have provided us with a truly remarkable season. Thank you to Cameron for joining me in hosting today's awards, and thank you to you guys for your support all year. We really do appreciate it. But from me, have an excellent Christmas, and we'll see you next time.